In Quidditch, you have a full roster up to 21 players, and up to 7 players could be on the field at a time. For the first 18 minutes will just be 6 players. It's full contact sport, so there's tackling, and you also have to have a maximum of 4 players that identify as the same gender at all times on the field.
Quidditch is a real mix of a lot of sports, I would say. A lot of people equate it a lot to rugby and like football because of the full contact, but there's a lot of other aspects like basketball for throwing through the hoops, dodgeball, stuff like that. The point of the game is to get the volleyball, which is the quaffle in our case, through the hoops for points. Each point or each time it goes through is worth 10 points.
18 minutes in the game, you have what's called the win condition, and that's the snitch. So pretty much it's an athletic person with a yellow uniform and a yellow tail that has a tennis ball in it, and it's tied with Velcro. And pretty much when the snitch is caught, the game is officially over. The catching team scores 30 points, and then at that point, whoever has the most points will be declared the winner. So you can still be up, and they catch the snitch. You can still lose if they, with those 30 points, can push you above the opponent.
It's such a weird thing to try and get people to come out to play because it's such an unorthodox sport. The way I try to explain it to people, so the brooms we use are actually just PVC pipes. It's sort of like a handicap, kind of like in basketball you have to dribble the ball. In soccer you can't use your hands. The broom is just a handicap.
If you were running without brooms, it would just be chaos. So the broom kind of inhibits some motion, some
Equalizer.
Yeah, it makes it equal. You're sprinting with a broom between your legs, and you're trying to shoot while getting tackled and avoiding a bludger, and the entire time this broom is there. So you can definitely see that it's difficult for the newer players. It's difficult to overcome that, but as you get more experience, you learn to control it better.
It's a team sport. We become really like a family. Every single team is like a family. It gives you something to do in college. It gives you a place to be. It gives you an identity.
And you don't have to like Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's not a. You don't have to have that either.
Not at all a requirement.
I like the intellectual part about it. It's really cool to see people like me and Joe go up against a lot bigger people that we wouldn't be able to stop normally, but since we have the power of like one dodgeball and I have a good arm and I can throw it across the field and stop them, it's really cool to see that.
For me, what I really love about the sport is the competition aspect. When I transferred over to University of South Florida, I had played sports all my life. It was baseball, track and field, football in high school. Just love the competition as well, so I thought of it as just another outlet, team sports. But I have recruited a lot of people that they just see it and they go, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. And now where we're at now, I mean, you can get players that haven't played sports, and maybe growing up they weren't wanting to do it just because of the environment. It's a fresh start for a lot of people, or kind of continuing what you've been doing if you've been playing sports all your life.